Hello, welcome back to Horus Healing Tarot Advent Calendar Day 4. Woohoo! We are going, as you can see by the tablecloth, we are going back to a general read. This will be a month overview. The spread is by incandescenttarot.com. I will link it in the description box below. Today, and my dog is on attention whore at the moment, we will be using the Baroque Tarot by Muci Design, which I have personally backed on Kickstarter. Haven't used this deck. I'm so sorry for that. I haven't used this deck yet. I haven't used this deck yet. It comes with a fully illustrated guidebook. Very lovely stuff. Along with the and it's a bit darker-ish in theme, but it looks nice on this particular tablecloth. Along with this deck, we're gonna use the What Lies Beneath Oracle deck, and we also gonna use the Clarifying Life Situations, which I think will match nicely with this spread, as we have topics like obstacles to overcome, what to avoid, what to embrace, stuff like that. So, and today I am cheering you with ginger sweet tea. Yum yum. So let's dive into it. I am trying to shorten my intros and shit, so let's dive into it. Good, whatever time you're finding me in, dear air signs. We are rocking the Baroque Tarot deck by Muci, which harmonizes, blends so nicely with my current tablecloth. And while I started shuffling, because I haven't used this deck at all, so it's still fairly in the order that I received it. This card, the Four of Swords, has popped out twice now. This is the second time. So I will call your attention to, do you need to rest? Are you overworked, over exercising yourself, oh, interesting. So there's a new communication that might bring you happiness. Are you the one reaching out? Or are you the one receiving communication? But all in all, if you are working overtime or working a lot, or you asked, Jesus fucking Christ, to show up for work but a lot and finish late at night, I'm thinking of a friend at the moment, please rest up as much as you can. Don't hesitate to just sleep and rest, because your body is urging you to rest. With the Four of Swords being an energy that really wants your attention right now, I will also say take this time, time out, literally, while you sleep or pre-sleep or after sleep, to just consider things that are near and dear to your heart, to your soul, to your mind. See what is plaguing your thoughts. Why are they recurring? Things that come back to the forefront of your mind. What is their weight? What is their importance in your life? How can you deal with them? Are they big things? Are they small things? Are they just pesky annoyances? Are they just outside influences? Are they meaningful to you? The Four of Swords is a card of rest, but during rest we can also meditate. We can also ponder and put a plan together and just be inquisitive and be a little bit like the hermit, going in, but for like a shorter period of time, to see what needs to be brought back to the surface so that you can tackle it and address it and heal, move on, or just, you know, find closure, put a closure, or get rid of that little annoying, nagging to-do thing on your to-do list. So, air signs, what's good with you? So this is going to be a monthly for the month of December overview. The spread is by incandescenttarot.com. Justice. So in December, there is a sense of justice, of fairness, of balance, of thinking, going back to this sense of balance, of scaling or balancing the scales, 50-50, you know, no longer one being in excess and the other one being Nine of Swords. What is worrying you? Are you overworked, or is it emotional stress, burden, with whatever is plaguing your mind? Balance is coming, fairness is coming. So there is the Five of Swords and there is the Page of Cups. So you feel like in your small communication with your crush or someone significant, there is a sense of loss and cheating, playing unfair to reach a certain goal or a certain outcome. So if you are in that position, try to see what motivates them or what motivates you to play dirty in order to achieve something. If you are the one being cheated on or being played unfair, ask them why, demand fairness, and like, do you want to keep that relationship if it's like that? I mean, is it worth it? Anyway, so this is for air signs. Let's pokey. Oh, there is new clarity and new insight. At the highest level of emotional understanding and nurturing, so there is clarity, there is insight, there is clear communication, and you are taking charge to cut the bullshit and have things straightened out, going back to that Justice card, which is beautiful. Oh, there is that sense of dissatisfaction with the Four of Cups. Were you the one who had that yesterday in the love read that we had? And Five of Pentacles is again was something that I saw yesterday, but I remember it was your sign. It was the last one. I think it was you. Being abandoned, being left out in the cold. For my air signs, please. How is their December shaping up? And yes, I know we are like day 4 in, but that's the joys of an advent calendar. You have a little bit of deception here and there. Oh, there's a, oh, no. I thought it was the Fool, but it's the Seven of Swords. So this card has been stalking me since I started this project. There is an energy of subterfuge, bad cleverness, chilling, stealing, lying surrounding you. Or you are the one doing this. Just be cautious. Is it, whatever is motivating you, is it really warranted that you are being conniving, hiding and cheating? Because justice will be brought forth if that situation keeps going, and that thing has consequences. You lie, you cheat, karma will knock on your door. Or if you are on the receiving end, the person perpetrating that will get their own karma. There's also new emotional opportunities. This can be romantic, or can be a project, or can be an alliance, a partnership, can be anything really. It's just the opportunity of being emotionally fulfilled, potentially overwhelmed, but just satisfied, happy. Like if you have a new game that's coming on sale, or a new launch, or a new book, or whatever. Ooh, the devil. Toxicity, binding, excess. Watch out for excesses in December. Do not indulge in the too much, because you will regret it. Govern over yourself. Be patient, be resilient, tame the beast. That just jumped before that one. So this is for my air signs, please. And I think we are good. Just a little. Okay. Oh, and what do you think? Like the back of this deck, Baroque Tarot, is like totally matching this. I'm loving it. Okay. So the spread technically is like a weird sort of layout, which is a bit confusing for me, and I do apologize for Incandescent Tarot for my, well, it's only my opinion. The ginger tea is really good, but I will rearrange just a little bit, but still follow the position's meanings. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and yes, I am absolutely bastardizing and reducing it to a very simple form. 1, 2, 3. Now that's absolutely interesting. We have the Emperor and the Hierophant, which normally follow each other in the, or more or less follow each other in the original sequence of the cards, and now they're homies again. And look who's here again, that bloody bastard. Like I said in that little rant on X, kindly get bent. 7 of Cups. We had this card yesterday in a completely different context, or different deck even. And the Queen of Wands. Interesting. Okie dokie Loki. Everything inside. Let's rock this read. Numero uno. Your current self. You are in timeout, my dear little air sign. You are just like, you yourself put yourself in a timeout, time, place, energy, that you need to contemplate things from a different perspective, thinking outside the box, even if it means a little sacrifice of either time or energy or communication or whatever you used to do before this. You are now considering things differently, and this is clarifying the Knight of Pentacles. So it's like a double energy of slowness, of stillness, of contemplation, meditation, seeking something. Do I get another deck, or do I? No, you know what? I'm gonna go with this. So what is air sign contemplating or sacrificing? Why is air sign? Oh, the Lovers. So something happened with a very significant person in your life. Normally, modern readers read this as a romantic partner, a higher level commitment, like not soulmate, twin flame, yadla yadla. I don't exactly align with those things, but definitely someone who has a greater impact on your soul, heart space, that energy. And so because something happened, you felt the need to put yourself in timeout, to consider things from a different perspective, which I swear to God you had this card with the 2 of Cups yesterday, with the Forest Fairy or Mystic Forest Tarot deck. I'm pretty sure it was you, because air was the last that I did. You had the same energy of taking a time out to consider things. And I remember saying that because the both of you perhaps did it, you can see the other's perspective on the situation that occurred, that made you put yourself in that situation. So it's interesting. At least you are willing to consider the other's perspective, the other's viewpoint, what motivated their actions, and so now you are ready to make a very slow comeback, but at least it's a steady, guaranteed, reliable, dependable, solid, nurturing, trustworthy comeback whenever you feel ready to step out of your meditative contemplation energy to head on this path of going back to this significant relationship which has impacted you a great deal. Number 2, the theme of the month. I'm gonna open this so you can see. Taking charge with the Emperor. This is like the ultimate boss babe, both genders included. This guy is really just taking charge, governing. I mean, it is the Emperor. Think of Napoleon. That guy was like, we fucking ride at dawn and you better be on your horse before dawn because we are going in. The Emperor is a strategist, but on all levels, and also has the will, the capability, the resources to charge into action to either protect and defend or to conquer things around him. In this specific position for you air signs, for the theme of the month, it's simply you taking charge in nurturing yourself, in healing yourself, in going for that wish fulfillment with the Star card. And this is also interesting because now we have two major arcana here, but thus far 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcana in the 2 first position, and then you have the 5th here with the Hierophant. So this is like a major vibe for you for December. With the Star card, there's also a sense of you nurturing both the practical aspect of you and the situation as she pours water on the ground, but also the emotional aspect of it as she pours water in the water itself. So you are healing and nurturing both the practical and the energetic, emotional, the abstract. So this can be understanding what happened, how you feel, how occurrences and situations and circumstances made you feel, how you potentially made your partner feel with your actions. So this is like the emotional side. But you're also being concrete and practical in maybe reaching out or having a concrete plan with the Emperor, like forging and plotting and putting together something concrete that you can act upon to reverse the situation and bring back homeostasis, or just healing, communication, openness, honesty, going back to that Justice card that flipped out when I was shuffling. So you want balance, honesty, and being on the same level with this person that has significant importance in your life. A key goal to pursue: traditional values, community, and this can be like an online community. Now that I had some time to think about the Hierophant, because normally it's community and we think about, your church, your school friends, your work colleagues, your real life 3D community, but it also can be online, your closest homies on your social media platform of your choice, the ones that you talk to every day. That's also your community, your close-knit friends, the people that you rely and trust upon. Not necessarily just the real life 3D church, university, workplace where you hang out with those people. and the Fool. So you want a new perspective on this whole thing, but you want also a traditional higher level commitment with this whole thing after considering the impacts of previous actions and the previous flow of things. You are seeing things in a different light, and you are perhaps ready to crank up the knob to the next volume to make it a little more official, a little more significant, a little more important, a little more dedicated, all the while being trusting that this time it will work out the appropriate way, because you have the Emperor guiding you in the process of this new beginning. You may have started something and fumbled about that caused a disruption and like a separation or some shit, and now you are healing from that, because I also saw the Three of Swords peeking out when I was shuffling, mixing the cards together. So there was hurt in the recent past that it's still significant enough that it's impacting your energetic field. And so now you are taking both the courage, the trust, but also the wisdom and the capability of reining in and governing and leading this second chance, or this new way of seeing things in a way that will be more aligned with your own values, with the way you wish things to proceed in the future. An obstacle to overcome: shadiness. Homeboy here stealing all the swords. And why do we have this? Because, okay, so someone somewhere has lied, created a story, got away with the story, but now that he has stolen all these swords, he's in full panic mode, like, what the fuck do I do with all this bullshit now? And this is legit like a meme on Facebook for us tarot people. This character is stealing all the swords, and now he is in full-blown anxiety panic mode because he has no place to stash them all, and he's waking up like post-hangover, and what the fuck do I do with all these swords? Because that's the whole problem. You steal, you lied, and now you are caught in the web of these lies and the aftermath, the consequences of your actions. And now the question is, how do I deal with this? Because you are anxious, you are stressed. This one really wanted to jump out. You also may be in a place of regretting your past actions and decisions, and you are just moping about, really focusing on what you have lost, because you have chosen this path of action instead of the clear, honest truth. You are now stuck with this, and it's both anxiety fueled and driven and heavy, but at the same end you are like, shit, I could have had this and that. I could have had my path laid out clearer, simpler, in a more wholesome, healthy, fulfilling way, but now I'm stuck with all this shit and I have lost this and that, and it's like this vicious circle of going around. Why did I lie? Why did I cheat? Why did I hide? Why? And it's like plaguing you, and it's heavy, and you just feel all that shit onto you, but also combined with the fact that you are regretting what you have lost. You still have 2 cups though, so there's still an opening, there is still a chance to redeem yourself and to go the proper healing route, to be forgiven and to be taken back into the life of this significant person in your life, so that you can make amends, start new, and be more proactive, more take the leadership position without this whole mess here. Number 5, a major accomplishment. 7 of Cups, that is having way too much options. Oh, and here we have your 4 of Swords again, so you need the rest. If you have too many options on deck, on the table. You need to eliminate some that may feel a little less important or a little less significant, a little less urgent in the current situation, the current moment, so that you can focus on priorities. And for that you need to take a step back with the Four of Swords, have a little quiet moment to yourself, take a nap, meditate. Instead of going out partying on the weekend, just stay home, chill, play a mindless game that doesn't require too much brain power, and let those thoughts come to you, and try to see what this thing is brought on by, and how can I tackle it in a diplomatic, non-hurtful way that accommodates both me and whoever or whatever situation is involved, so that you can proceed forward with a clean, fresh tabula rasa, or clean slate, without having to lie and cheat and deceit that is leaving you anxious and stressing out overnight, and leaving yourself in a sense of focusing on what you have lost, even if it's like a concrete loss or a hypothetical potential loss. It's the sense of loss, and you want to get rid of that to just be content with what you can have. What to avoid? Queen of Wands is an interesting card here with the Ace of Pentacles. So don't be too cocky with new financial opportunities. Don't be too... don't gamble, basically. You are confident, you are beautiful, bold and sexy, assertive. You illuminate the room, but do not let that overconfidence misguide you with new financial opportunities into basically putting all your eggs in the same basket, and then fumbling on a rock that you didn't see on the path, falling over and losing all your eggs. So don't be too cocky, too overly bold, overly assertive in opportunities that are granted to you, given to you by the universe or people around you who might have this opportunity for you. And I realized that I have forgotten 3 more cards and spaces. I'm so sorry, but that's what we're gonna shuffle. What to embrace, where to find support for my air signs. And the worst is, like, the thing is right here in front of my eyes and I haven't seen it. And advice and encouragement. I'm gonna pick this one. So, oh, interesting. And we have the Ace of Swords again, very fucking interesting. So, what to embrace, and that is a very freaking word. King of Swords, Ten of Wands. So, you need to cut your sources of stress, of burdens, whatever is, like, if you are working a shitload of overtime, try to reduce that a little, delegate if you can. Use the clear thinking, advisory energy of the King of Swords to cut down on your own weight that is plaguing you with the Ten of Wands. Try to use discernment and clear judgment to really unload the burden that you have on your own shoulders at this time. embrace being a little bit colder, a little more calculating, a little more discerning, a little more scheming, a little more strategic, to avoid a literal burnout, because we don't want that. Where to find support? Literally at your workplace with the 8 of Pentacles, but also 5 of Swords. Be careful who you ask support towards, because not everybody will be in this lovey-dovey helping you energy. So you might be, again, very strategic, very clever, very cunning in how you play your cards to achieve the mastery that you want, to find support. You might need to put in the work and the time, but also be a little deceptive, but just a little, and be very cautious with this card, because either you need to embrace energy or others will try to profit from your hard work. So if you are looking for support in the workplace, be very cunning and very decisive where you put your trust and who you ask for, while you put in the work and the mastery and the patience and the skills and everything. Look out for people who will try to take advantage of you or use things in a shady way against you for their own personal gain. So just be advised of that if you're looking for support. Advice and encouragement: clear communication, clarity. Oh my god, with the 5 of Pentacles, this card also, I think it popped out when I was shuffling. Advice and encouragement: if you feel left out in the cold, speak up. If you feel taken advantage of, if you feel cheated, betrayed, speak up. You have a lot of Swords energy, which is a lot about how we not internalize, but really analyze critically and think things through, the way we. And so, as I was saying, because again my camera caught and I didn't notice at what level I was at. If you feel left out in the cold because you've been played disadvantageously at, be discerning, be cunning, be rational, be very sharp-minded to restore balance. Use clear communication, no innuendos, no double meaning, clear cut, precise. Meditate on the situations that you are finding yourself in and see beyond the surface level of what people present to you. Try to read between the lines and see what their motives are, because there is a lot of shady shit around here. When I have both the 5 of Swords and the 7 of Swords, someone is intentionally playing a bad game at your disadvantage. So you need to take a step back, think things clearly, like this, and act upon the situation with a clear, calm, rational, level-headed way, so that you are the one who's rising on top of the situation. And let's see, hidden future oracle cards for my air signs. What is, Manuel in investigating. Boom, chakalaka. Investigating. If something's shady and unclear, use your thinking hat and don't hesitate to dig deeper and see what's really the root thing. What is motivating people to act the way they do? What are they benefiting from? What is... Okay, you have 3 here, so I'm gonna keep the 3. Cutting edge. Slice through obstacles and carve a path towards your dreams. That's also the Emperor energy, who is really the guy to... Where the cracky hell are you, my dude? Also the Fool. So here we have... I'm gonna leave that there. Cutting... Oh yeah, I want to show you the card so you can read it for yourself. So this is basically the Emperor influencing the Fool to have a clear path ahead. Grove of Unity. Bind energies in the unified sanctuary of the grove, fostering on interconnected harmony among all beings. That would be the Lovers. It's a not sanctified, but like, you know, the higher level, not biome. My god, it's like when 2 opposing forces unite for the better outcome of everybody. So like a harmonious balance of things. And your last card is Quiet Moments. Seek solace in the silence where clarity finds its true voice, and that is literally the 4 of Swords. So, air signs, I'm sorry for the little fumbling and forgetting the 3 last cards. I hope this was insightful, helpful, illuminating in some aspect. Definitely focus on your, I mean, you are an air sign, so this should be natural to you, but focus on finding the stillness, the silence, the respite, to gather your thoughts, to organize your thoughts, to have a clear, decisive, sharp, intellectual, scheming, plotting, but also really see it like a chessboard. You have your pieces on the chessboard and you want to look bird's eye view at your pawns and the opponent pawns to see what the exact situation is, investigating, so you can make the proper move ahead. Seeking your own advice and your own intellectual power to find the best route ahead, to proceed with caution, but with truth, with honesty, with clarity, so that there is less hurt, but also to stop whatever shenanigans are afoot in the situation. So with that being said, my battery is dying, so ciao ciao.